Malcolm here, and my wife Nola. We're both 48.
Yep.
We have one child. He's a 14-year-old. Keeps us on our toes. Work for the reject shop. Operations manager at the distribution centre.
And I work for TAFE Queensland at South Bank. I'm a finance officer. Been there for around 26 years. We started working with Leonie around about, just be over 12 months ago now, from a referral from Malcolm's auntie. And Malcolm went along to one of the seminars that Leonie was running, and just went from there.
The main reason we decided to go with Wealthology and Leonie is our other investment property that we did with our super fund. The company we use there, we felt like we had to do all the work. Got all the bells and whistles and the spiel to it when we first went to them and whatnot, but we were forever chasing them up to do things and get this done and get that done. What Leonie has done for us with Wealthology is totally the opposite.
Yeah.
She couldn't be more helpful. We only found Wealthology through my auntie. I'm not sure how she became across Wealthology. I think it was through Matt, somewhere along the lines. And the main reason was Leonie was pretty straight up and down with what she said and what she came through with us.
Working with Leonie has been a pleasure. From where we've been with the other company, like Malcolm said, with the other company we basically had to do most of the stuff ourselves. Running around, finding out where to buy the house, which house to buy, all that kind of stuff. But Leonie just did that all for us. She took all the guesswork out of it and come with us with two properties, saying this is what I think of them both. She'd done all the work around the numbers and everything, which ones would best suit us. Gave us the choice on two of them, and it was basically we just got to pick, that's the one we like, and went from there. It was so much simpler.
Yeah. Outstanding.
Quality work been outstanding. Yes, can't fault any of the team at all for the quality of the work.
I don't think we had any challenges.
No, ours was really smooth running. It was very straightforward from the get-go. The house built within it was like 8 months or whatever from where to go. It was like bang. It was quite easy and simple. Benefits would be we've been set up for retirement now. We do have, like we said, the one house in the super fund, but we now have another house, and hopefully in the plan that Leonie gave us in the next couple of years we can grab another house, and that will set us up for retirement, just to be a bit more financially secure as well.
Definitely saved time. Everything was presented to us and done for us. So we haven't had to go to the banks and chase up finance. Reese did all that for us. Leonie did all the research and marketing for which property to buy and where to buy. She
was able to do all of the background checking for us on where to actually invest, what would be a good suburb to invest in, where there wasn't too many investment properties or rental properties at that time, what had a high amount of growth. In doing that, we actually got tenants into our house before it was actually finished. So we had people coming to rent it before it was actually finished. So she was spot on where she said to rent, and in the estate that she put us into, we actually had to apply to get a rental in there because they were only allowing a certain amount of rentals, so we know that it's not going to be oversaturated in that estate. So she really did her background work, which is something that we wouldn't have even thought of. We would have just thought, like this suburb, somewhere where I'd like to live, and not really thought about the rental side of it type thing.
Do it. We would highly recommend it. The team.
We were really sort of sceptical with the first one we had gone through with the other investment property that we got through the super, with working with another group of people. We didn't want the same thing to happen, so we were a little bit, a bit hesitant in doing it.
But it was totally the opposite.
But it was totally the opposite. So
Wealthology, with Leonie come to us. There was no pressure. There was no you must do this or that. It's totally this is what she presented. She wouldn't have recommended if she thought we couldn't do it, and there was no pressure for us.
And she showed us something that we didn't think was possible that we could actually have a rental property outside of our super type thing. We didn't realise that it was actually possible to do. Achievable until she sat down and showed us how she could make it be done. So, and no one's ever sort of showed us that. So, yeah.
What have we achieved? Well, we achieved actually getting a property that we didn't think was achievable from our own personal view.
We sort of only just sort of started on this journey, so the people only moved in just before COVID, which was in March, so which we were lucky in that respect. We got someone in there before then. But so we were only sort of a few months into that journey, but we can sort of see now that it's started to, we're starting to get the rent money in and stuff like that, and things are starting to work, seeing where we can make savings and stuff, and that with the structure that we've got, so yeah.
Could not fault the communication that comes out from Leonie.
Yeah.
If she tells you she's going to ring you, she would. She rings you at that time.
At the beginning, when we were first starting off, because she knew we were a little bit reluctant, because she knew what had happened with the other company. She was contacting Malcolm every week. So every Friday he would have a call from Leonie just to, see how we were going and let know what was going on and all of that, which was absolutely fantastic. So we never had any of that from the other company. And she was always there. You'd email her, and within an hour or two, you'd have an email back with the questions that you'd asked her. So the communication line was fantastic.
And the trust. And
the trust, yeah. And just taking the time out to, go through things with us and show us the property. Like she had a day out with us and took us down to show us the land that we were going to build. And then she actually got the company that built the house to come with us and to show us another house that was similar to what we were buying, so we could see what it was like all finished and stuff. I mean, that was just above and beyond. Well, that probably surprised us the most was just the time she took for us. We just didn't feel like another number, another couple that were looking to buy a house. She treated us like it was just us that she had to work with.
The thing I like most is the honesty.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're up front with Leonie, she's up front with you. So our main concern was we thought we couldn't afford it, and what put up in the rest is Leonie went through all our financials and come back and presented it to us and said, this is basically what you can afford it.
But presented it in a way we understood as well. Yeah. It wasn't just, here's a lot of numbers, blah, blah. She actually had, like it in tables and stuff, that you could actually understand. Yeah. We knew exactly what we were getting ourselves into, and she, and from her predictions on how much the house would cost, how much rent would be and whatever, she's spot on in what it's costing us. Yes. Yeah. We definitely would do it again.
Definitely.
Yeah. And we plan to. We'll let this one settle down, get some more equity into it, and go again probably in the next 12 months or 18 months. No. Definitely not by doing it on our own. No.
I wouldn't even attempt it.
No, the time that Leonie did to just researching, her speciality is property, so we don't know which suburbs are best to buy in, all that kind of stuff, so no. Anyone sitting on the fence should definitely go and do it, because we were like that until his auntie took him along to a seminar, and he came home and told me all about it and said Leonie was going to come and see us, and she came out and presented everything to us, and we didn't think we'd be able to afford it or to be able to do it, and here we are now with a house with tenants and going along smoothly.
Yeah, without that, Leonie gave us the ladder really to get off the fence.
Yeah, to get down,
Reece, we found Reece very helpful.
Yeah. He was very approachable too, very friendly.
Yeah. He came to our place.
Yep.
He done all the paperwork for us, and basically chased up the banks, chased up this. Couldn't ask for better.
No, we just basically had to sign the papers that he bought. We didn't have to do any paperwork, which was fantastic. Yeah, he just did everything for us, really.
Yeah. For the amount of time we've had to do with Heather and Beyond Property, I can't fault their work either. So they've gone out of their way to help us get tenants in there. Like Nola said earlier, before we even had the keys to the property, we had a lease basically ready to go.
Yep.
They've done all the marketing, did all that easy as, no hassles to us. Highly recommend
I
them.
recommend them, yeah.
If they go up the coast, I would get them to look after our other property, but it's a bit far out of their scope.
I'm just glad that we met Leonie, and glad that we decided to take that step, or else we wouldn't be where we are today. We do feel more comfortable. Like we wouldn't have been able to achieve what we've achieved today if it wasn't for Leonie. That's for sure.
So
Yeah.
the biggest thing to say would be a big thank you.
Yeah, definitely a big thank you.